In the last episode, I shed light on how you will know when you're ready to own a home. Now, if your answer is in the affirmative, the next question often is, should I buy or should I build? Here are pros and cons of buying and of building. My name is Olawale Iyinolakan of Roof Design Workshop Series. I help people navigate the difficult waters of the real estate and property world. If this is your first time, be sure to subscribe and click that bell notification icon so you do not miss out on any of the free stuff that I bring you each and every week. Now, if you grew up in an African home, your parents' prayer was often expressed along these four pillars: cash, cars, kids, and a crib. And frequently, when a young person has acquired the first three and they start to think of the fourth, the question often is, should I build or should I buy? Consider it like buying a mode of transportation. Which one is better? An Okada, a keke, a small car, a sexy two-door sports car, an SUV, or even a Molue? They all provide transportation, but which one caters specifically to your needs? Except money is not a problem. You want to weigh the pros and cons of each option and then determine which best suits your need, your financial position, and then your lifestyle. Oh yeah, let's dive right in. Now let's look at the pros and cons of building your own house. Building merit one, your house is point and kill. By building your own house, you get the unique advantage of getting everything that you ever wanted and dreamt of. From layout to cabinet, finishes to even colors, you can tailor every aspect of the house to your taste. Customization also affords unique advantages for frugal people. Building merit 2, everything is cha-cha. For the first few years, you're less likely to deal with major maintenance issues such as leaky roofs. When built by proper professionals, houses that are built come with a limited warranty for when major things go wrong. Building merit 3, you can get a house that slays. The nice thing about new houses is that they often stand out. When you build, you have full design control, and the more woke you are design-wise, the more your house would slay. New homes tend to have more character and interesting design, unlike developed properties that can tend to have a boring, bland, cookie-cutter look to them. Building demerits 1, pay as you go. This is a very common practice in these parts, where someone buys a land, usually in some wilderness, and it builds gradually. This process often takes between 3 and 7 years, sometimes much longer. People who employ this system have to continue to pay rent and almost always move at the end into uncompleted houses. The process takes longer, wears out the owner, and often costs more due to economic forces. Building demerit 2, time and money. Building a house, all things being equal, can take between 8 and 24 months, and this is time spent still paying rent to Baba landlord. The biggest drawback to building a house tends to be higher costs and longer time frame, both of which can increase during the home building process. That said, you can limit that risk of going over budget or over time by working with a reputable builder and having a good contract in place. Building demerit 3, land, laws, infrastructure, and a shitload of paperwork. Unlike buying a house where all you have to do is do some research and append your signature, the building process is cumbersome, stressful, and sometimes even dangerous. If we took land alone as a topic, it would take us several episodes to dissect the complexity of land, its different types and variants, and its acquisition and documentation. First, you have to find land, which could be in a decent neighborhood with access to infrastructure, or could as well be in the wilderness with sometimes not even as good as an access road. You also have to factor the time to find an architect and a builder, and then to choose the elements of the new structure. You have to worry about services, whether the land gives you access to municipal water or you have to dig a borehole of yourself, whether power is already connected to the land or you have to bring power from the next streets all the way to your own land. If you choose to build, it is best to enlist the expertise of a trained professional who will guide you through the murky waters of acquiring land, putting up a design, construction documentation, development permits, and then construction contracts. Now that we have looked at both the pros and cons of each option, which is building or buying, is there anything halfway? Most definitely. You can buy from a developer at the planning stage that we call the off-plan stage. You can also buy a carcass, which is the shell of the building which is not finished, where you can take your own time and put your input into the finish. You can get the best of both worlds, where you don't have to go through the stress of buying the land and doing all the documentation, and you still get the chance to finish to your taste. The bottom line, as with anything else, the difference in cost between buying and building depends on a host of factors. The size and type of home you're interested in will play a major role, as well as the location where you determine to plant it. If you're interested in building, find an architect, get him to design a house for you in the mold of what you already like. Find out the cost per square meter of construction, as well as the cost of land. Put it together and then compare the cost with that property you're interested in buying. Just make sure that you have done your research so that you are not blindsided and you have considered every angle of this. At the end of the day, it pays to err on the side of caution. So run the numbers on your own. Whether buying or building, the best decision you can make is an informed one. I hope I was able to shed more light on this issue for you. Whilst you're here, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. My name is Olawale Iyinolakan from Brief Design Workshop Series, and see you in the next video. Odabo.